The main drivers for our curriculum is based basically on continuous self-evaluation. Many children attending our school come to the school with a poverty of language. Some actually the opposite, so we have to get the balance right. But the majority, it's the early acquisition of language has been mainly through their early years experience, which in the whole has been really good, so we have to build on that. But we looked at our language and decided we had to focus mainly on discrete language opportunities, particularly at the early stage, but throughout the whole school, and also including that in interdisciplinary learning to give rich learning opportunities for language in the school. So the balance of the curriculum probably goes towards literacy, but we also had to look at numeracy for the same reasons. So we had a wee look at our numeracy. We did various assessments and found that there was a dip in attainment because children had difficulty with the depth of knowledge, the depth of experience, particularly within number. So they couldn't apply that to any of the other areas in numeracy because they didn't have it well enough within their own heads. So we looked at that, first of all, by looking at the staff. And we did an audit of staff's confidence in teaching strategies, which was very interesting because you will find that sometimes your staff think they know, but they don't always. And it was getting the right ethos and giving the staff the confidence to be very honest with that and say, yes, we're not really sure how we do this. So that led into a professional learning programme for all staff, which was of great benefit, and it changed our numeracy policy as a result of that. So the maths now has a huge focus on the 4 operations and place value, and then we lead on to how that can be applied in other areas of mathematics. We also looked at our interdisciplinary learning and felt that we needed coverage of the 8 curricular areas because there were some areas which were being avoided by staff, which is, I think, quite commonplace. So we did an audit of what we needed to cover across the 8 curricular areas, and we did it in a 3-year cycle. So our 3-year cycle now has a major focus in one particular area with minor focus. For example, on science, we might make sure there's also technology as a minor focus. And through that 3-year cycle, we make sure that we are covering all curricular areas. But we do it so that the teachers can choose their own context. And in that way, we get the children and parents being able to have an input into that as well. So with doing that, we are then covering the 8 design principles also. And we find that it's been a very successful programme.